In this lesson, we will explore various opportunities to enhance the Student Grade Management System project. As you have built a functional application, it's time to think about how to make it more robust, user-friendly, and feature-rich. Adding new functionalities not only improves the user experience but also reinforces your programming skills in C#. Let's dive into some exciting project enhancement ideas. Don't worry if this feels new at first. This section covers 1. Implementing a search functionality. One of the most useful features you can add to your grade management system is a search function. This allows users to quickly find specific students or grades without scrolling through long lists. To implement this feature, you can add a search box to the user interface and filter the displayed data based on user input. Here's a simple example. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. In this code, Search Students takes a search term and returns a list of students whose names contain that term, ignoring case differences. Let's move on to 2. Adding grade calculation features. Enhancing your application with automatic grade calculations can save time and reduce errors. You might want to include functionalities such as, first, calculating average grades, finally, determining letter grades based on numerical scores. For instance, you can add a method to calculate the average grade for a student as follows. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. This method computes the average score from the grades property of a student object. Now 3. Adding a user authentication system. To enhance security and usability, consider implementing a user authentication system. This allows different users to log into the system and view or edit their specific records. To start, you can create a simple login form and validate user credentials. Here's a basic example of how you might validate user credentials. See the creation example on this slide for the request details. So, this method checks if the provided username and password match any user in the system. Now we're on 4. Generating reports. Another great enhancement is to generate reports, such as grade summaries or attendance records. This can be a great way for teachers to analyze student performance over time. You could implement a method that exports student data to a CSV format. Below is an example. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. Here's the idea. This method creates a CSV file containing the names and average grades of all students. Take your time, the details are on the slide. Let's move on to 5. Enhancing the user interface. Lastly, consider improving the user interface, UI. A better UI enhances user experience and makes the application more appealing. You can utilize libraries such as Windows Forms or WPF to create a more interactive and visually appealing layout. For instance, you might want to add buttons for each feature, making navigation easier. The samples on screen walk through this step. Take a moment to read through them. This code snippet demonstrates how to create a button that, when clicked, executes the search function and displays the results. In this lesson, we explored several enhancement ideas for the student grade management system, including first, implementing a search functionality, also, adding automatic grade calculations, also, creating a user authentication system, also, generating reports, finally, enhancing the user interface. These enhancements not only improve the functionality of your project but also provide valuable learning experiences in C# programming. Alright, your turn. Give this a try. First, implement the search functionality in your project and test it with various student names. Also, add grade calculation features and verify that the averages are computed correctly. Also, create a simple login form and implement user authentication. Also, generate a report of students and export it to a CSV file. Finally, revamp the user interface with buttons for easy navigation.